Hey everybody, what's going on? We're out here just to do a quick contest video, which I thought I had more time for, but it's actually ends today. So I wanted to get this in just for support. Not that she needed support because she got subs hundreds by the day, it seems like. But this is for Omaha Introvert's channel. This is for her 500 subs. So I'm just going to throw this up quick. Hanna, I don't do the psych albums, so my 5 favorite albums, I show them, but I'm just going to use pictures for those because I'm reorganizing my albums and I don't know where they all are. So just to get this in time, I'm going to put a picture. If that doesn't count, that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, we've got 5 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, and then a bonus. The first question is, where do you live? I live in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm originally from Philadelphia, PA. My life has basically been split almost in half. I've been, first 27 years were in Philadelphia, born and raised, and I moved down here in end of 97, so I've been here for a little over 20 years now. Next question is, what is your best sounding album? This is kind of tough, but I had two that came to mind. I can't find the one, so I went with the other. And that's a newer album. It's by a band called Viewer or Ver. I don't know how it's actually said, but that's how I'm going to say it. It's basically like a power metal deal with really angelic female vocals. Anna, I can never say her name, Anna Gas something. But she is an incredible singer. She used to be in a band called The Gathering, and she did some solo stuff, and this is her first album with this band, which this album actually made my top 3 of 2017. It's such a good album. If you're not into metal, but you like a little bit of hard rock, a little bit of power metal, excuse me, damn soda's getting me. Give this album a listen on YouTube. It is such a good album. I think anybody in any genre would like this album, even if you're not a big metal fan. It just has a great vocal, and the music is kind of the background. There's some heavy guitars and stuff like that, drumming and stuff like that, but her vocal, it's sweet. I don't know how else to put it. One of the better vocalists out there, and she's one of those ones I always forget, but this album is phenomenal. It's called Viewer or Ver, and it's called In This Moment, We Are Free Cities. Each song has a title, and then it has a city named after it. I don't know what that means, but that's why it's called that. Don't fall. Next is, what decade is your least favorite genre? What decade is your least favorite and why, musically? My least favorite would be the 90s because I can't stand grunge music. Pop Does Unsubscribe Now, don't care. I do not like it. There's a song or two I can handle. Nirvana on its own crushed my music off the scene because of the popularity, and that's all it was. I don't understand how that music became so popular since it's such a downer, woe is me, self-pity, I'm going to kill myself kind of music. I don't know why that ever became so popular, but I absolutely despise it. And I know a lot of people say, well, you know, it killed metal in the 90s. No, it didn't kill metal. People gave up on metal. People fell for the grunge bullshit and didn't bother to research or chase on further, you know, chase the bands that they loved or find new bands. They were out there, you just had to chase it. Let's see, number 4 was to show 5 psych albums as recommend. I don't have any psych albums. I'm not a fan of most psych music. The popular ones I kind of like here and there, but just not a big fan of the that type of music. So she said if we didn't have those, just to name our top 5 favorite albums of all time. This is kind of loosely my top 5 favorite. Then this is where I'm going to use pictures instead of my albums because I don't know where exactly they all are right now. I was lucky to find the bonus one. But again, no particular order. But my top 5 albums would be, we'll start from 5, and I'll go with Witherfall. If you know me, I'm kind of obsessed with Witherfall. They're a new band from last year. That actually was my album of the year, and the album is called Nocturnes and Requiems. The singer was also in a band called White Wizard for an album. You guys all know White Wizard. The original singer just got better this year, back with the band this year. He also filled in when Warren Dane passed away, and Sanctuary had tours, a mini tour to do, and he actually filled in for that. Number 4 would be Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force, the self-titled. I think it's self-titled. I can't remember. Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force is kind of the band name, although he titles his name sometimes or uses Rising Force. It's kind of annoying, but that would be number 4. Number 3 would be Holy Soldier's self-titled album, Christian metal, one of the best metal releases, period, in my opinion. I think it was 90, but that's easily a top 5 favorite album of mine. Number 2 would be Wasp, their concept album, Crimson Idol. Absolutely love that album. I swear every time I listen to it, it moves up the charts for me. The remastered, reissued one they just did, there's something about it that's even better. It's called Re-Idolized. My number 1 album is Dokken, Tooth and Nail, and that probably is my number 1 favorite album of all time. That's my favorite band. But that album it's like the perfect, if it wasn't for the instrumental, that would be like a perfect album. But Dokken's Tooth and Nail would be my number 1 album of all time. My number 1 songs on there of all time. So anyway, there would be my top 5 kindish favorite albums. You got Queensryche, Mindcrime. I mean, you got Metallica, Ride the Lightning or Master. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there. Testament's debut that I can throw in there. It's such a tough thing. I don't know how you guys do the top 100 thing. I got a top 100, top 10. And then lastly, there was a bonus question, was to show an album that had a cat on it. Well, I thought of this right away, and again, this may not count because it's a cat, but it's not a cat. But I knew where the Y's were, so that's what I went for. And it's also a badass album cover. But the bonus question was to show a cat on the album or the backside of the album. And I'm going to come up with this. Again, Hanna, if it doesn't count, that's fine. I don't care. It's Y&T's Black Tiger. Although it looks more like a jaguar. But it's a black mechanical big cat. I actually wasn't going to do the bonus question, but then I thought of that when I read the question to myself again as I was sitting trying to figure some things out. So anyway, there's my entry, Hanna. Hanna has a good channel. We are very different musically. We do have some stuff we like, classic rock in the middle there, and a little bit of pop. I've learned some genre names that I've never heard of on her channel. I like to learn things like that. Even if I don't like the music, I just like to know little things like that, you know. There's a lot of, hey, sorry, cat. I'll show you, right? But she seems like a really cool chick. We do comment back to each other quite a bit. Like again, very different musically, obviously. But there are some things that we cohesively would like together. I can almost guarantee that. So congrats on your 500. It looks like, I think the last video I watched you had like 660. I don't know what you're doing over there, girl, but damn. Keep them coming. You're going to hit 1,000 real soon. That's really cool. And I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to ramble. I don't want to do that. Catch you all soon, guys.